Hello there, all you fine people. It's Lumin. It's Agricola time, and I have with me the Terra Mystica crew, kind of accidentally today. CS2376 Junior, Mike, Chike, and Rainier. If you have not watched the Terra Mystica video we made over the weekend, definitely go check it out on my YouTube channel, XClam YouTube. Um, it was a very entertaining game, if I do say so myself. So this is EIKGWM France G4 G5, and I have in front of me a pack of options. Engineering Apprentice and Circus Manager, both quite good when you know you're going to get a very good second occupation out of the pack. Hopefully Overachiever or Inventory Manager, but more likely Seasonal or Clay Hut Builder. Both fine. Horseman with Engineering Apprentice. That seems pretty interesting. Because you get the stables from Eng Apprentice. And, okay, so Seasonal Worker, Inventory, Clay Hut Builder. Plenty of stuff to find combos with. Very comboable cards, if not immediately great themselves. Whoops. Circus Manager also totally justifiable there. I just wasn't feeling it. I like Apprentice more, and I played Circus Manager yesterday. So there you go. Chris, yeah. Strong stuff here. Inventory Manager, Overachiever, Seasonal Clay Hut Builder. Man, all of these are pretty tempting. Probably Grain Speculator's not as good of a pick. Because Carrot Farmer gives crops also, and that's possibly wheeling. Like, unless someone picks up Native or Synergizer, Carrot Farmer's very possibly coming back. And, like, the bottom of this pack is very good. Like, it's Hide Farmer and Miller. Miller in the game makes Hill Bandit a little better. And, I don't know, I've had some fun experiences with Hill Bandit, you could say. Stone Sculptor is possibly the right pick here. Hill Bandit's pretty strong, though. Grain Spec can never go wrong taking Grain Spec. But taking Hill Bandit, Seasonal Worker was in the game, Grain Speculator, seems like a good game for Hill Bandit. Ooh, Food Con. Well, because Circus Manager and because this is already the best card here, gotta take Food Con. At worst, as a D draft, even if I'm playing my D drafts, this is fine. Uh, Groom and Master Forester are interesting to note. Tinsmith is also quite a fine rebound if it comes. Land Surveyor, unlikely at this point. But you never know. It could be the best thing coming back. My game is just a little too slow for Farm School grad. Or my Ox want to be faster than Farm School grad, I guess is the right way to say that. Because I don't have any late game Ox yet. Which means I'd rather pick something like Woodworker or, oh god, Conjurer makes Circus better. Good morning, Marushka. How are you? I guess I just take Woodworker here. I could have enough food this game. It sucks to pass farm school grad, but these three are well, because two of these are early. Yeah, I'm just struggling with this draft. It's not been perfect. Okay, so seasonal didn't come back. Inventory manager did. Gotta take inventory manager. Or horseman. Is engineering apprentice worth it with horseman? Ooh, woodworker. I mean, I didn't really know what else to do there, honestly. Horseman could be really fun. Inventory manager is really good. Carrot farmer and stone sculptor came back. At this point, it's definitely stone sculptor. And tax collector didn't. You think Beastmaster's undervalued? It might be. But I'm probably eating animals this game with engineering apprentice. Master Forester would be funny to put in the game, but not good. Fence Helper's probably fine as a 7th Ock, honestly. But now I have like 4 Ocks or 5 Ocks I'd really like to play early. Alright, the top tier here is Planer Box, Duck Pond, Pastureland. Turn rest plow is fine. Pastureland seems really fun, but I'm going to take Duck Pond here, and someone else probably ends up with Pastureland. But something of these 4 is coming back, which is totally fine. Even Horse Barn, quite usable actually. Put the stables here, fences here, or fields there, rather. That's a pretty good horse barn arrangement. With horse barn, you never want to try to get double stuff. That almost never works. So I didn't find stable support after Engineering Apprentice, which is always a little sad. Obviously, you'd love to have Racing Stable Manager or Fence Overseer, but it wasn't to be. Right now, I think, well, this pack is going to change a lot. Treehouse is really good for Clay Hut Builder. Or I don't play Fence Helper and Woodworker, yeah. That's always a good option. Ignore your weakest cards. Oh, Whistle's really good for me too. Undisturbed, no. But if anyone ended up with Wealthy Man, Undisturbed Pond is perfect. Whistle is outclassed by these 3. Spinny, I don't think matters too much. There's plenty of wood in this game. There's a wood deliveryman. I'm building 4 stables for free. I can get extra wood here. So I probably don't take Spinny, and I go for Loom or Treehouse. Both are really nice cards. Probably Treehouse is easier given that I have Hill Bandit. I hate passing Loom. Loom and Milking Stool are so strong. So strong. Alright, so Food Con, Daylay Breed, Eng Apprentice, Hill Bandit, Inventory Manager, Take Fishing or Traveling. Holiday House! Storage Shed seems pretty good here. Seems pretty good here, given that I'm not doing anything else with these stables. And this will give me stone to sculpt. Yeah, it has to be storage shed. This is going to be so strong for me. I'm going to take stone every time. I have wood and clay here. I have an extra reed here. Yeah, this with inventory, I agree. This is 5 ox I want to play fairly early. Green elevator. I want someone else to play chicken coop because of Hill Bandit. Large sun hat, not a bad option. Cooking corner, also good for someone else to have. I might be overthinking it at this point. Glassblower shop, probably not getting picked. Probably grain elevator. Haven't played it in a long time. I should have enough wood. And I don't have crops. There's a grain spec, there's a seasonal work. Well, I get like one of each on the food con. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Should probably just take the elevator. Sun hat is fun, but I need to do so much. Hey, Doe. Yeah, the glassblower is decent. I just don't think I can guarantee that I'm getting pottery. There was also a tax collector that got picked relatively early. Yeah, the glassblower shop probably a better pick than I give it credit for. Pastureland came back here. Prefer that over horse barn. Whistle came back. Animal Trap I really like, but I'm not going to have the stone for that. I'm going to be sculpting all my stone. Vegetable harvest because not milking shed and not holiday house here. Yeah, this ended up being pretty flexible and nice. Not really disappointed with anything. Yeah, I really don't like Treehouse enough compared to how I should. All right, so my feeding plan is a hearth, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because I'd really like to be feeding with guilds here, but it doesn't seem very possible. Yeah, I mean, I like Loom more. I think it's higher power also, but I shouldn't discount how Treehouse is like an average 2 pick and Loom is maybe a bit lower. Treehouse as a surprise is definitely worth a lot. I'm definitely going to try to go with the flow here. It's going to be really tough to try to force something. There's a lot of interaction going on. There's a circus manager and a conjurer here. And I start fourth. So really means I ought to be flexible. Yeah, it doesn't prevent me from family growth minor in the future. That's right. And I definitely want to be playing my minors after Ox when possible. Generally, stage one should be pretty light on the Ox space because we have the circus manager and a farm school graduates in the draft. I took woodworker over farm school grad. There wasn't enough reason for me to. Yeah, okay, so this works. Uh, Getting food con out here seems pretty nice. Yeah, I need my tempo before doing Eng Apprentice. This is reed, wood, grain, stone, veg, clay. Even though reed, wood, grain, stone, veg, clay. Yep, great. Two clay for CS instead of playing an Oct. That's fair with major round one. Rainier taking 3 wood generally implies a higher chance of start player second action. It's the classic. It's a fish trap. That gives me a decent chance at 2 Ox next round. Which I think I'm going to go greedy and try for after I take food greed here. Because if I can land Eng Apprentice and then Hill Bandit, yeah, I'm going to try to. So Rainier opens with either 2 reed or reedstone food. Reedstone food, sure. Sheep flip round 2. Alright, let me do a little gamble here. Eng Apprentice, get a stable. Is there an established meta on how to play Food Connoisseur? You want a little combo, but aside from that, it's not too restrictive. I'll pretend I have Horse Barn or something. I can now play Storage Shed first miner or Whistle. Both seem really good for me. So Rainier might get the 2 reed back, but Mike can also take it if Mike ended up with Farm School grad. Mike takes 2 clay off the 1 clay spot. Okay. There's got to be something going on there. Um, it could be large sun hat where planning on the start player large sun hat here into 4 clay plow X. Yeah, the stable's right there. It's hiding because of reasons. Green on green reasons. So I have 3 ox out here in round 2, which feels quite good. My feeding's not terrible. And all my miners are pretty playable already. CS playing a grain speculator on traveling players means he didn't take conjurer, which with grain spec in hand, that's quite reasonable. I think that's probably a good play. Chicken coop. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I might be able to feed on Hill Bandit. Oh, and I can scoop the first sheep because no one built fireplace. I think I like where my game is right now. Fences pop here. Mike goes for wood. Really glad Rainier doesn't get the 4 wood here. Just casually takes Reedstone food. I probably... Well, I could take 3 food fishing. On the other hand... Like, some lines seem really fun here, like inventory into start storage shed. Could pick up 4 food that way next round. I don't really need the first pile of sheep either. I'm just going to keep playing these ox because these ox are good. It's really too bad I don't have Animal Pen or Quarry here, because that would just be devastating. CS takes fishing here? I'm happy to just day labor wood with a second action, I think, next round. But I don't think I even need to. I can just start Reedstone instead. 3 wood for Mike, probably 3 wood for Rainier. I could consider going clay first. If I end up with 6 clay here, let's say. Shed or... I should really try to evaluate what... Okay, Stone Sculptor is next stage. If... Okay, so no one played Sun Hat. That's too bad. There are a lot of decent opportunities to play it, I think. Mike needs to play Farm School Grad or Rainier. One of them could also be playing the Wealthy Man game. If I had to guess, Farm School Grad probably should be in Mike's hand. Duck Pond is honestly a good pick here too, because it lets me get Reedstone. If I only had something like an almshouse also, this would be ridiculous. I think I start with the shed. Get a clay. We'll see what that does for CS, if he builds the fireplace or not. Woodstone every minor improvement seems okay going forward. Branch collector for CS. Well, I like the idea that he'll be playing clay cost things. Man, I have such good options here. But fireplace food seems hard to beat, honestly. Given that I didn't nab fishing here. Passing the 6 clay is unfortunate. Well, the fireplace creates the tempo. I have such a strong game without doing too much crazy stuff. So I don't need to stretch it here, I think. 4 ox and first sheep seems like a really strong stage 1. Reedstone for CS. Mike probably takes 2 reed here. Leaving 6 clay for Rainier, maybe? The nice thing when you're in a situation like Rainier's is that when you don't try to force an Ock round... Oh, thank you. Forgot that inventory was for majors too. Thanks, Norden Watch. When you don't try to play your Ox in stage 1, you get the best resources. And this is a very clear example of that. I can keep 2 of these, even if they don't breed. Bandit? I can't bandit myself, sadly. So I think my stage 1 more or less went okay. I'm going to sculpt from stage 2, hopefully 3 on. Any thoughts on taking... Yeah, with Rainier having the 4 clay and right in front of me, I didn't want to risk any start player stuff happening. Yeah, I kind of wanted to like limit the sheep pile, even though it's probably not a huge deal. Muddy Bog for CS, definitely a nice first minor. Gosh, having Whistle here is really funny. Bandit? What about Bandit? So Mike takes room, and Rainier can either wood police or not wood police. If he needs to play farm school grad, he needs to play farm school grad. Yeah, no worries. Um, yes, JP, inventory shed. So Rainier does wood police, and farm school grad does not hit the table. There was wealthy man, but that requires improvements. And growth flips in 5 because of course it does. Come on, Chris. Mike grabs 4 wood because he doesn't need to defend growth yet. I need wood, I need reed. Playing miners is obviously quite good for me here. Wait, can I undo? Farm school grad, okay. Leaving 4 wood on the board. Four wood means Rainier can double build next turn. I guess either way he was doing that. That's too bad. So Rainier's gonna grow second and third here. Pretty good. I kind of want to try to starve him, but fish trap is pretty good. Three wood is really the only action here, followed by Daylabes or start player. Oh, if Rainier's not careful, I can start with a wood reed. That's hilarious. Start duck pond wood reed. So I have to really hope that's what's happening here. So this should probably be start player for Rainier. Because that guarantees growing in 6 and 7. Taking his time, though. Maybe he feels like he needs a hearth? So Mike has moldboard plow, meaning turn rest is with Rainier or CS. If I don't start this round, I start next round to build in front of CS. Is that right? Yeah, probably. So yeah, Duck Pond Woodreed Growth Snipe is really freaking strong here, and then Whistle and Stone Sculptor later, and then I breed 4 food a harvest, and things are good. Yeah, that fireplace definitely worthwhile with Whistle in hand. Surprised this is not a faster start or build. But I guess there's a lot of competing interests. If, for example, Rainier has Wealthy Man, which I think is possible as a 7th pick, building a hearth here is pretty important. Yeah, maybe he has no miner. I don't think Start Nada is that bad. Goblet. Okay. I could Duck Pond Woodreed anyway. I can do that next turn. I'll clear off this food con. That seems pretty strong. Ooh, I could take traveling. Sure, I'll do that. Could also take fishing. That's fine. Yeah, I should still build or start here. Though I can play Whistle instead of Duck Pond now that I have this wood. Stone came out, so late Reno. A little sad. I guess I should play Duck. No, no. That's fine. Then Stone Sculptor next move. Get a stone when I start next round to grow an 8. CS growing 5th here has to be pretty sad. He had Circus Manager and I played more Ox than him, and I'm going to grow ahead of him with better feeding. Let's see. I can fish with the grain to be really annoying, but it's probably just Stone Sculptor here. I mean, it's better than not having a clay, and you don't mess with people's idea of what you have, so. Rainier is 1 stone short of Goblet, or well, on Miner. We'll see if Mike can beat him to it. Mike needs food, though. Yep, growth with nothing. So that must have been it, Norden, is that Rainier had nothing. And I would have done nothing first and reveal Goblet later. So I'll build first move. Hope that CS doesn't start or Mike doesn't start. Rainier's going to grow, then I start. Tax Collector hasn't been played yet. Mike takes 4 clay, seems fine, and gets a second move. Could take the other 4 clay. Instead grabs the Hearth. Have I messed this up? My arrangement's not perfect here. So I should be ready to fence 8 spaces this way, so I should build a 4th room here. Grain elevator's not... Well, no, it is. I can't afford it. Pasture land I could take. Given that the queue is going to get pretty predictable, so pasture land might be the right play here. Maybe not. I want fences up first, actually. So CS took the 3 reed. Mike takes the 3 sheep. Rainier family grows with nothing. That's really sad if this is a wealthy man play. So I think Duck Pond is still the right thing here. Take stone and wood. Food, food, food. Feed sheep plus stone plus food. Get a point there. And then I can play Grain Elevator on growth. Should I even play Grain Elevator? Not sure. CS took 5 clay, angling to get the 6 wood next round, but Rainier and Mike could have something to say about that. Mike takes the 3 wood. I like that. I have 5 ox and 4 miners played at the end of stage 2. Feels good. And Rainier is just day labing here. Yep. Did I need to start? No, I totally didn't. Wow, totally missed the point on that. So I guess I can take 3 stone here. But Rainier can build the well now. How did he get a 3rd stone? Got a reedstone food in and I missed it? Yeah. Mike plays wood deliveryman? Sure. That's too bad no one defended the well. There is a lot of stuff to do. So the 3 stone is good for me whether or not I get the well. CS is renovating here with turn rest plow. I suppose that makes sense. And then, oh yeah, Mike should take Reedstone here and threaten build and well. Um, can't say for sure, but that seems like the right sequence because CS really wants to take traveling and play Clay Hut Builder. I'm barely able to consider building the well in front of growing because I don't have a second chance at getting the well. Mike takes 3 wood. Rainier is indeed a start player well. Uh, so pasture land? No. Save that for later. Grain elevator. I think I'm fine just taking food con stuff. So I'll do dinky little vegetable harvest. Take a reed in a wood. Now that I have stone sculpting material, I don't need to send the stone off for the well. The stone oven's not really a great play. CS is just going for Clay Hut Builder here, which seems wrong because now Mike can just reed stone and build. Which is a little shifty on food, but not that bad. Rainier has 3 actions left, so he gets to determine what the board looks like for himself. But there won't be 4 wood, or I'm not getting 4 wood next round. Oh, wood deliveryman did get a wood in round 8, so. I hadn't really considered the option of farm school grad in stage 2 if you just don't have many good ox in there all later in the game. That's just as good, really. I'm pretty sure Rainier has Wealthy Man, but didn't draft enough light miners. Takes a veg. That's Mike taking a veg. As 3 food. Not going for Reedstone and Room is a bit unfortunate. Rainier takes Reedstone, food. Mike can now afford the Farm School Ock from... Oh, Reno. Mike plows. Okay. I need to do some of that eventually. I'd really like to get my treehouse running. The ox that play ox are so alluring but scary? And what do you mean by skill level? I don't know if we've played together, Absolute Human, but I've seen you around the site. Let's see what Rainier does here. 3 wood, that seems pretty automatic. Now gets to decide if he wants 4 wood or 6 clay at the start of next round. You average in the 30s. Yeah, so the ox that play ox require you to have a lot of food tempo. And I would suggest that if you have trouble scoring over 30s, then definitely look at your food and see how well you're doing in that sense throughout a game. Rainier takes Reedstone, food. Because the real thing that a bunch of ox early needs is a food plan. Because if you play a bunch of ox and don't have a food plan, then you're pretty much out of it for most of the game. I can reno treehouse now. CS builds 2 rooms. Rainier's surely going for a reno basket maker's workshop here. CS pretty fortunate to get this line. Really expected Mike to build and grow, but I guess food is a concern. There isn't that much extra clay in the game. I'm getting some here and there, but CS just took out the 10 that he's putting in. I might be able to justify Woodworker here. Do I still have time to... No, I don't really have time to build another room. Rainier's probably beating me to it. Mike fenced 10. Interesting number. Rainier's at 7 food. The goblet helps a lot. I think Rainier's perfect sequence is Reed and BMW. If I take the Reed here... Shouldn't I just plow and take fish? Should totally just do that. Take fish because eventually I need to clear this grain off. Right now I'm feeding 2 sheep, a stone, and a food, which is quite efficient. CS has no miner here. I guess wanting a lot of easily playable miners really hurt the table on that aspect of this field as being difficult. Mike takes the sheep. Pretty clear move there. Rainier plays pottery. Instead of BMW. This doesn't let him build a room either. Is this fine? I'm gonna say this is fine. Didn't add my clay food. Feed the 2 sheep which come back. Stone and a food. The machine is definitely on here. I'll see if I can get the reed stack next turn. Not completely out of the question. And I could buy Basket Maker's Workshop that way. Yeah, I'm definitely not building another room. I have Treehouse. What am I even talking about? Yeah, the 2 sheep that immediately whistle back. It's nice. It is pretty nice. I'm probably ending up with 4 fields and 8 pasture spaces. I don't have to play Fence Helper, but it's not the worst idea. I need 7 fences if I want to breed another type of animal right now. Mike grabs another veg. And the veg will feed the farm school grad. Rainier plays land agent, so I assume he's going for a hearth? Land agent first dock. Alright. I go for the reed, the clay, and the Renault BMW. Start treehouse, grow in the treehouse in round 11. Mike plays seasonal worker. Okay. Well, if I've mapped out my moves through round 11 and I don't have more wood, more crops, or more fields, that doesn't feel very nice. I have food, though. I'm not going to be hungry ever. Let's do this. I don't have to play Treehouse. It's just a shame if I don't. It's just a little shame. Oh, you know what I can do? Is start Treehouse first, get a clay from inventory, and then Reno. Because Treehouse doesn't require a clay, it just gives you an effect when you're in clay. Oh, that is sneaky. It doesn't give me start for round 12, though. Though I could just play Pasture Land for that. Playing Pasture Land that late is unfortunate. I did kind of, like, limit myself in when Pasture Land would be good. Is that a 2 wood grab? Maybe I do play Fence Helper and Wood Orderer. Mike gets the boar here, which is nice. Reedstone food for Rainier. Huh. I guess I take the clay. What is it going to be good for, though? Seems kind of wasteful. Like, 2 wood just might be better. So I might be able to bandit my clay. Well, this could end up being clay oven. CS is in feeding trouble here. I have no idea what he's up to. Not getting that grain in the ground. Kind of unfortunate at this point. I'm going to say that's clay oven later. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It lets me Reno BMW next turn. Easy start treehouse. Into X and grow. Fence 8. Angling for the 2 cows, I guess? Hard to say. You know what this clay could actually end up being is a 4th room in like round 14 to get to 5 people. Mike starts with planter box to get the cows, I presume. Eat the 3 sheep, get the cows, be able to farm school grad. Yeah, that seems good. Rainier plows here. Yep. It's about that time. And I need wood more than anything else here. I can take a stone on treehouse. I guess I should have taken a stone first. It doesn't really matter. CS plays Loom on growth. So that's what the 2 wood and saving was for. Mike day labors for a veg. Seems okay. I might for a grain right before sowing and taking 2 cows. Rainier probably takes veg grain here, but definitely has other options, including 3 clay. 2 wood. Veg grain probably the best, unless there's an ock. Yep, and it's veg grain. So I have 1 extra move here this coming round. The start player is pretty necessary because it means I grow this round. I'm getting 4 resources back after playing these 2. I don't need the Reed to feed. Reed is just going to sit and become points. Eats a boar. Okay. That's probably fine. Rainier grabs 3 stone. I will start it up. And then take stone wood back. This generic action could be travel, it could be plow, it could be 3 wood. I'm taking stone wood again on pasture land. It could also be veg in case next round is plow sow. Similarly, grain would do just as well there. Mike gets the plow, finishing up the mold board duties and almost certainly sowing. Rainier Renos with Star Class Meal. That does not have a clay on it. When was the last time I got my clay food on the pottery? Okay, so 3 wood, veg, grain, 3 food stone. Veg is definitely the safe play here. Grain is good. Grain gives me better chances at clay oven. Honestly, grain could be fine. I'm eventually getting that veg, right? Right? Maybe not. The veg can't be that much worse. Even if I get the clay oven, I don't need the food. Okay. This is fine. Take your clay! Mike moving the fields a little. Whoa, noble. Whoa, okay. Yeah. That's usually a 3-room play, because you kind of use it like Chamberlain, but this definitely seems fine also. So woodstone there. Two food this time, along with a stone and the regenerating sheep. There goes the clay oven, so I get clay food. Oh, I could go for 3 fields and leave the whistle space and fence 8 slightly differently. There's enough wood on the board now, it looks like. Rainier taking 3, so that increases my chances at 4 on the second move of next round, which I have to feel okay about. CS Debt Collector. Okay. So I could definitely go 5th in round 14. And survey says I don't want to do that. I guess I should have realized earlier that Grain Elevator is net free, though I still think my sequencing is good. So I get the growth. That turns into food. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. I got a plow still. Oh, land surveyor for Mike. Sure, that makes sense. 2 food in the field phase. Pays for itself. So I'm first to 5. Rainier gets to grow. So let's see. I'll take wood as much as I can here, given that plow is in very high demand. That round 9 plow is going to be huge for me. I could still justify playing my 6th and 7th ox. I think. I do need to finish up my farming, but a lot of my game looks pretty complete. Or in terms of cards and people, I'm done. I'm so happy to have 10 actions, or 5 actions each of the last 2 rounds. Mike with bamboo. Next 5 fences cost nothing, so I guess he's going for joinery. Not much else to do. It's got 7 wood on farm. Can take fishing and make Rainier's feeding even more of a problem. CS takes the 3 wood. I can't really consider fencing 11. It's just a little too weak. I could play fence helper, given that there looks like each of them want to fence one more time. Yeah, I'll play fence helper. It's kind of funny. I can definitely limit the amount of plows I'm getting. I probably want one more reedstone food so I can get to stone. Ugh, okay, so that's late on fence helper. Rainier can choose to grow or fence this round. Fence helper will still be pretty nice, because right after Rainier fences, I'll be able to snag animals. This kind of destroys the tempo. I definitely have the food to do it. What'll be more difficult is figuring out where to put the pasture land boar and then the pasture land cow. I guess I could just take start player and round 13. Give myself a 2 grain action in round 14. Rainier fish is here. Yeah, that food situation is no bueno. Put these woods slightly more obviously on the corners. See if that does anything. Yeah, fence helper here. I have in the past made fun of John Swar for playing fence helper, but I must now retract that. So, John, if you're watching, I apologize. I could. Well, if Rainier doesn't grow, I'll consider putting the boar on plow. More likely he does grow with the last action here. I can read stone. Could also just 2 boar. Though Mike takes the 2 boar, and that's probably the whole point of fencing. Rainier takes the 1 cow. And yeah, I'm not getting this stuff. So this is regular plow if Rainier doesn't grow, but if he does grow, then plow so plow might be the first things taken. Mike doesn't have a grain though. Does he actually want to sow these veg? Yeah, probably does. Rainier grows. Mike grows. So Rainier gets plow so if he wants it, or I get it here and Rainier starts. Okay. Fence 7. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I created a little problem for me here. Because start guarantees me the pig and the cow and a start player, and a plow sow. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't be worried. Oops, that's too many. This is just wood, right? Getting a full pasture land with, I don't know, it feels right. 3 stone is good. I can eat one sheep because I'm making two a harvest right now. I need wood. This fence placement is a little sketch. Oh. Oh, I did not remember that. Huh. I guess I'll put the cow on Plowso and take a cow now. This round, rather. I don't have time to not take wood. Uh, I'm one wood short of fencing big here, which I'd really rather do. So CS takes the 3 stone. Fence helper works on reno fences, right? Yeah. So if I can nab a cow here, that would be amazing. Mike defends the joinery, probably a good play. Yeah, I mean, I more or less needed start player just because debt collector. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Rainier's Noble is incredibly strong here, and Pottery turned out really nice with this clay on the board that I wasn't quite expecting to happen. So cow, wood, X is my last set of moves. X could be reedstone food. X could be 2 stone. If I did the math slightly better on start player, I probably could have done that better. CS plays Tinsmith. Nice. That could have come out a lot earlier. I don't think Branch Collector could have been the right play. So Rainier is forced into a 6 clay there. This is a 2-point move, sadly. Yeah, this debt is so obviously a Plowso. Mike... What happened? CS took the clay. Mike was out of actions? Yeah. Rainier gets the Noble Plowso. I can get my fences whenever CS does. Worst case scenario, I do it last. 2 stone has to be right. It lets me reno, which I want to do with fences. On the other hand, if I reed stone and then get 3 stone... It also gives me a good read action to end on. Okay. 9F. Let's see. Cow on plow. I put cow on plow. Mike plays shearer. Nice. Good stuff on farm school grad. Oh, Ren fence for debt. Okay. To fence. Mike is finishing up the feeding. Oh, yeah, giving a cow on plow was good enough. Oh, and I have this many sheep. Alright, so I would really like 3 stone? Obviously. I guess my counting was off, because stone oven is nice, but not super useful here. Mike gets grow. Oh, I can get an extra stone on traveling, which is probably good. Or day labor or fishing. Given that my feeding is not amazing anymore. I like where I am this game. I need 3 stone first. So Rainier kills my hopes and dreams of stone oven. That's fine. That happened. I assume Mike didn't take the wood yet. Woodworker gets me a stable. So that's something. Who am I playing against here? Rainier has 10 improvement points. And an okay farm. CS has 1, 4, 6 improvement points and a slightly better farm. I'm probably just in the lead here. Rainier's probably slightly better competition. So I could... Well, I can't major unless I buy Fireplace. I could get stone there. I need both. Stone, Reed, Reno is my endgame. Yeah, I probably don't have anything better. My farm is fine. I'm gonna have a 5-point stone sculptor. My animals are gonna be 3-1-1. My BMW hopefully gets maxed. The 4 read is more important than the food spot, because I can do whatever food spot. CS takes a boar. I should probably take the fishing food spot. Just because CS is going to end with fewer points. I should calculate if I need the extra food or not. So I'm eating one sheep, can eat one grain, can eat one reed, so I'm at 7 food. Yeah, unfortunately well, no, 8 with stone sculptor, so I don't actually need that last food. So I'll take the 4 reed here, and then I'll take 2 food fishing, then I'll reno. Mike can't reno because of resources. Yeah, so this fishing is like a 2-point move, 2.3 food or something like that. Or just 2 points rather, or a point and 3 food. But that's better than a cow or a sheep, given that Rainier has all of them. Rainier wants to veg, wants to plow sow with the last action, so as one free move after the veg, I think. I know CS's first stock is Debt Collector. Takes a cow. Okay. And it doesn't look like Rainier actually needs the food. So given that I know Rainier's last actions, I should take this. CS sows for the last action. This is going to be close. Rainier has a pretty good game too. But I think I played my hand pretty well. Stone Sculptor might come in huge. Oh, CF on. So Mike has maxed the joinery, but is actually building stables here according to play-by-play, and that gives him more animal capacity. He needs to feed one of his veg and a pair of animals, or has an extra cow, doesn't have an extra of the others. So yeah, that seems like a fine last play, just in case Rainier, well, or me is dropping Constable somehow. Doesn't really matter. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess 4 is 1 point better. Alright, and indeed Rainier gets the 1 veg on the wheel. The 3rd wheel or something like that. Mike has an extra wood there. What am I doing, Reno? And I can buy this. Lord of the Manor, nice. Should I buy fireplace or hearth? Does not matter. Reed, stone, sheep for food. So I net 1 there. Harvest this. Reed, stone. Alright, so I'm 7 down on Rainier, actually. That's not enough. Yeah, I guess the fields were not good enough. Dang. Rainier did get second and third growth, so... That's too bad. I thought I had a pretty good chance. Noble's so good. Ryan used it well. Mike has 50? Really? It's a 4-category Lord. Breed 2. Okay, I missed that. Wow, so only third place for me. Interesting. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves. I assume William's on 2-Win Tuesday right now, so we'll send y'all over there for whoever else is watching here. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everyone.